Good morning, guys. Okay, we only have 2 more days left for week 27. So let's see, today is July 6th, and we are in the book of First Chronicles, chapter 2, and I'll be reading verses 18 through chapter 4 to verse 4. And again, it is more names, so just bear with me. Lots of names. Actually, the rest of this week is going to be names, and even the beginning of next week. Old Testament has lots and lots of extra information. It's mostly like genealogy, ancestry type stuff, but I have to read it in order for me to be able to say that I read the Bible in a year. I have to read all of it, even stuff that is neither here nor there. I mean, it's great for scholars, but that's about it. Okay, so like I said, week 27, it's day 188. It is July 6th, and I'm going to go ahead and just get started. In the First Chronicles, chapter 2, verses 18 through chapter 4, verse 4. Caleb, son of Hezron, had children by his wife Azubah and by Jerioth. These were her sons, Jesher, Jobab, and Ardon. When Azubah died, Caleb married Ephrath, who bore him Hur. Hur was the father of Uri, and Uri the father of Bezaleel. Later, Hezron lay with the daughter of Machir, the father of Gilead. He had married her when he was 60 years old, and she bore him Segub. Segub was the father of Jair, who controlled 23 towns in Gilead. But Geshur and Aram captured Havoth Jair, as well as Kenath with its surrounding settlements, 60 towns. All these were descendants of Machir, the father of Gilead. After Hezron died in Caleb Ephrathah, Abijah, the wife of Hezron, bore him Ashur, the father of Tekoa. The sons of Jeremiel, the firstborn of Hezron, Ram, his firstborn, Bunah, or Ren, Ozim, and Ahijah. Jeramiel had another wife whose name was Atara. She was the mother of Onam. The sons of Ram, the firstborns of Jeramiel, Maz, Jamin, and Eker. The sons of Onam, Shemaiah and Jada. The sons of Shemaiah, Nadab and Abishur. Abishur's wife was named Abihail, who bore him Aban and Molid. The sons of Nadab, Seled and Apim. Seled died without children. The sons of Apim, Ishi, who was the father of Shishan. Shishan was the father of Aleah. The sons of Jada, Shemaiah's brother, Jether and Jonathan. Jether died without children. The sons of Jonathan, Pelath and Zaza. These were the descendants of Jeramiel. Sheshan had no sons, only daughters. He had an Egyptian servant named Jarha. Shishan gave his daughter in marriage to his servant Jarha, and she bore him Attai. Attai was the father of Nathan, Nathan the father of Zabad, Zabad the father of Ephalal, Ephalal the father of Obed, Obed the father of Jehu, Jehu the father of Azirah, Azirah the father of Helez, Helez the father of Elasah, Elasah the father of Sismai, Sismai the father of Shallum, Shallum the father of Jechamiah, and Jechamiah the father of Elishama. The sons of Caleb, the brother of Jeremiel, Misha, his firstborn, who was the father of Ziph, and his son Marishah, who was the father of Hebron. The sons of Hebron, Korah, Tapu, Rekem, and Shema. Shema was the father of Raham, and Raham the father of Jorkim. Rechem was the father of Shammai. The son of Shammai was Maon, and Maon was the father of Beth Zur. Caleb's concubine, Ephah, was the mother of Haran, Moza, and Gazaz. Haran was the father of Gazez. The sons of Jadai, Regem, Jotham, Geshen, Pelet, Ephah, and Shaph. Caleb's concubine, Maacah, was the mother of Sheber and Tiranaha. She also gave birth to Shaph, the father of Madmenah, and to Sheba, the father of Macbenah and Gibeah. Caleb's daughter was Aksah. These were the descendants of Caleb. The sons of Hur, the firstborn of Erathath. Shobal, the father of Kiriath Jearim, Sama, the father of Bethlehem, and Hereth, the father of Beth Gadar. The descendants of Shobal, the father of Kiriath Jearim, were Heroah, half the Manahathites, the clan of Kiriath Jearim, the Ithrites, Puthites, Shumanites, and Mishraites. From these descended the Zorathites and the Eshtoelites. The descendants of Sama, Bethlehem, the Netophathites, Atroth Beth Joab, half the Mahathanites, the Zorites, and the clans of scribes who lived at Jabez, the Tirathites, Shemethites, and Sukathites. These are the Kenites who came from Hamath, the father of the house of Rechab. These were the sons of David born to him in Hebron. The firstborn was Amnon, the son of Ahinoam of Jezreel, the second Daniel, the son of Abigail and Carmel, the third Absalom, the son of Maacah, daughter of Talmai, king of Geshur, the fourth Adonijah, the son of Haggith, the fifth Shephatiah, the son of Abital, and the sixth Ithrim by his wife Elga. These six were born to David in Hebron, where he reigned 7 years and 6 months. David reigned in Jerusalem 33 years, and these were the children born to him there: Shemua, Shobab, Nathan, and Solomon. These four were by Bathsheba, daughter of Amiel. There were also Ebar, Elishua, Eliphelet, Noga, Nepheg, Japhiah, Elishama, Eliada, and Eliphelet, 9 in all. All these were the sons of David, besides his sons by his concubines, and Tamar was their sister. Solomon's son was Rehoboam, Abishah his son, Asa his son, Jehoshaphat his son, Jehoram his son, Ahaziah his son, Joash his son, Amaziah his son, Azariah his son, Jotham his son, Ahaz his son, Hezekiah his son, Manasseh his son, Amon his son, Josiah his son, the sons of Josiah, Johanan the firstborn, Jehoiakim the second son, Zedekiah the third, and Shallum the fourth. The successors of Jehoiakim was Jehoshaphat his son, and Zedekiah. The descendants of Jehoshaphat the captive: Shealtiel his son, Malchariam, Pedaiah, Shenazah, Jechemiah, Hoshama, and Nedebiah. The sons of Pedaiah, Zerubbabel and Shemaiah. The sons of Zerubbabel, Meshullam and Hananiah. Shelomith was their sister. There were also 5 others: Hashbua, Ohel, Berechiah, Hazadiah, and Jushab Hezed. These names are nuts. You really need to get the book and follow along with me, because this is so much fun. Okay, about to start getting hoarse from all these amazing names. The descendants of Judah: Perez, Hezron, Carmi, Hur, and Shobal. Rehiah, son of Shobal, was the father of Jahath, and Jahath the father of Hahumah and Lahad. These were the clans of the Zorathites. These were the sons of Etam: Jezreel, Ishma, and Idbash. Their sister was named Hazelaponia. Penuel was the father of Gedor, and Ezer the father of Hashua. These were the descendants of Hur, the firstborn of Ephrathah, and father of Bethlehem. Whew. Okay, now on to New Testament. The book of Acts, chapter 24, verses 1 through 27. 5 days later, the priest Ananias went down to Caesarea with some of the elders and a lawyer named Tertullus, and they brought their charges against Paul before the governor. When Paul was called in, Tertullus presented his case before Felix. We have enjoyed a long period of peace under you, and your foresight has brought about reforms in this nation. Everywhere and in every way, most excellent Felix, we acknowledge this with profound gratitude. But in order not to weary you further, I would request that you be kind enough to hear us briefly. We have found this man to be a troublemaker, stirring up riots among the Jews all over the world. He is a ringleader of the Nazarene sect and even tried to desecrate the temple, so we seized him. By examining him yourself, you will be able to learn the truth about all these charges we are bringing against him. The Jews joined in the accusation, asserting that these things were true. When the governor motioned for him to speak, Paul replied, I know that for a number of years you have been a judge over this nation, so I gladly make my defense. You can easily verify that no more than 12 days ago, I went up to Jerusalem to worship. My accusers did not find me arguing with anyone at the temple or stirring up a crowd in the synagogues or anywhere else in the city, and they cannot prove to you the charges they are now making against me. However, I admit that I worship the God of our fathers as a follower of the way, which they call a sect. I believe everything that agrees with the law and that is written in the prophets, and I have the same hope in God as these men, that there will be a resurrection of both the righteous and the wicked. So I strive always to keep my conscience clear before God and man. After an absence of several years, I came to Jerusalem to bring my people gifts for the poor and to present offerings. I was ceremonially clean when they found me in the temple courts doing this. There was no crowd with me, nor was I involved in any disturbance. But there are some Jews from the province of Asia who ought to be here before you and bring charges if they have anything against me. Or these who are here should state what crime they found in me when I stood before the Sanhedrin. Unless it was this one thing I shouted as I stood in their presence, it is concerning the resurrection of the dead that I am on trial before you today. Then Felix, who was well acquainted with the way, adjourned the proceedings. When Lysias, the commander, comes, he said, I will decide your case. He ordered the centurion to keep Paul under guard, but to give him some freedom and permit his friends to take care of his needs. Several days later, Felix came with his wife Drusilla, who was a Jewess. He sent for Paul and listened to him as he spoke about faith in Christ Jesus. As Paul discoursed on righteousness, self-control, and the judgment to come, Felix was afraid and said, That's enough for now. You may leave. When I find it convenient, I will send for you. At the same time, he was hoping that Paul would offer him a bribe, so he sent for him frequently and talked with him. When 2 years had passed, Felix was succeeded by Porcius Festus. But because Felix wanted to grant a favor to the Jews, he left Paul in prison. All right, now we're going to move on to the book of Psalms, chapter 4, verses 1 through 8. From the director of music with stringed instruments, a psalm of David. And psalms are songs, basically. Answer me when I call to you, O my righteous God. Give me relief from my distress. Be merciful to me and hear my prayer. How long, O men, will you turn my glory into shame? How long will you love delusions and seek false gods? Selah. Know that the Lord has set apart the godly for himself. The Lord will hear when I call to him. You, in your anger, do not sin. When you are on your bed, search your hearts and be silent. Selah. Offer right sacrifices and trust in the Lord. Many are asking, who can show us any good? Let the light of your face shine upon us, O Lord. You have filled my heart with greater joy than when their grain and new wine abound. I will lie down and sleep in peace, for you alone, O Lord, make me dwell in safety. And last but not least, we have the book of Proverbs, chapter 18, verses 16 through 18. A gift opens the way for the giver and ushers him into the presence of the great. The first to present his case seems right, till another comes forward and questions him. Casting the lot settles disputes and keeps strong opponents apart. And that concludes today's reading. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you back here tomorrow. Bye.